Welcome everybody back to another specialty event as we have Peter Griffin on his way to the ring to take part in this fatal four-way cartoon all-star Hell in a Cell. And I gotta tell you, Mr. Peter Griffin here is looking like one rotund bad MFer ready to do some damage and take claim to the king of the cartoons as we see his first opponent on the way to the ring from out of this universe or any other universe, Mr. Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. And he is looking quite frail, to say the least, in comparison to Peter Griffin. I can't do his voice good at all. I never have in it. It's Peter. But no. Number 3. We now have Homer J. Simpson on his way to the ring to compete in this legend of cartoon characters. And we gotta say, this man is probably the most legendary of them all, at least so far. But inhaling those sparks and ready to hit the ring, take charge, kick ass, take names, and head back home to margin the kids and crack a cold beer and watch some football, no doubt. So Homer Simpson on his way to the ring. Good to see you here. And I am very anxious to see now who the fourth participant is going to be, because we have quite the selection in our first 3. And with the fourth entry into the Hell in a Cell, it's none other than Eric Cartman, all the way from South Park, Colorado, ready to do some damage, ready to do what he has to do to claim himself as the king of the classic cartoons, as we now have all 4 of our participants in the ring, ready to get it on. So let's indeed get it on. And right off of the hop here, we see the 2 large cartoon fathers from Springfield and Quahog, Rhode Island, respectively, Homer and Peter Griffin, with 2 huge moves off the start. As we see Peter now with a big sit-down choke slam onto Rick Sanchez, now followed up on by Eric Cartman, and he is taking a beating from all angles to start things off here. Mr. Sanchez, scoop slam by Griffin as he now locks horns with Homer Simpson, is showing some strength right off of the hop, throwing Peter around like he ain't nothing, but I think he weighed in at about 444, as well as did Cartman, and Homer is just tossing him around like a rag doll, now capitalizing with some solid fists to the head, the very large head, might I add, of Cartman, who I'm sure is missing his buddies who are all there in spirit with him, I'm sure watching at home on pay-per-view. But Homer now to the top rope with a double axe handle onto Griffin. And I'm not sure if he connected or not with that, but Peter turning things around with a scoop slam onto Homer. And Ricky now taking exception to that earlier beatdown. What? Look at this strength from Homer. My goodness, gorilla press into a knee to the gut. Huge maneuver. As Ricky Sanchez not knowing what to do here. He's trying to find a portal and escape out of this hellhole, I'm sure. But this is a Hell in a Cell, and anything goes, as these men are all locked in and ready to rumble and pour all those blood, sweat, and tears into this thing, and see who's got the guts to become the aforementioned king of the classic cartoons, as these are some cartoon heavyweights and powerhouses indeed. As Homer Simpson from The Simpsons, Peter Griffin from Family Guy, Ricky Sanchez from Rick and Morty, and of course, as we can see entering back into the ring from outside, Mr. Cartman from South Park. Now taking up to Mr. Griffin as we see a flurry of fists to that very flabby belly. But Cartman now showing some definite strength here, holding Griffin up there for quite an extended period of time. And you know the saying, the larger they are, the harder they fall. I'm sure you saw the ring shake as Peter Griffin is suplexed to the floor by Cartman, who is no small sack of potatoes himself. That's a very large boy in there indeed. But Homer, I gotta say, he's looking quite jacked. He looks like he'd been slimming down on them beers and hitting the gym a little, because he's looking absolutely jacked in there as we see a huge power bomb onto Rick. And now turning his attention to Cartman with a big gorilla press down to the mat. Peter Griffin now back into the match and taking it to Homer with a scoop slam and boost to the face, followed by a big jumping elbow from Cartman. That's got to take the toll right on the solar plexus of Homer Simpson. But we got 4 big boys indeed, and they're all super heavyweights. I believe Homer, they say, weighed in there about 370. So, you know, that's a very big fella indeed. But the 444 each of Cartman and Peter Griffin, those are two behemoths, and they're throwing their weight around, and they're trying to take every other individual out here, and everyone here wants to be the winner. They all want to be the king of the cartoons, and big turnbuckle smash there from Homer. Now taking the boot to the throat on Griffin, just choking him out. No regard whatsoever. Wants to break his arm now. That's gotta hurt. And from the other side, you see Cartman avoiding that Superman punch from Rick, and Homer is bringing quite an onslaught to Griffin here as we see him just taking complete control and just single-handedly dismantling the big fella, looking to take him out of the factory here. But Griffin still smiling, able to gain the upper hand here now. But Homer, big reversal here, back body drop, as we're getting a little clamored here into the one corner. But what's going on here? Homer, he's all about business. Looking like a jackhammer. Is that what we got going on? A big jackhammer suplex from Homer. 2. Oh, 2 count at Griffin, able to get the shoulder up just in the nick of time. As Homer far from through with Mr. Griffin, as he just picks him up from his throat right from the floor and tosses him aside like yesterday's garbage. And a big sumo drop from Cartman onto Rick. That's got to be it. He can't stand around and watch this. 2. Only a 2 count as Cartman now wants to get involved with Homer, but Homer on the receiving end of a back body drop there from Cartman. This is still anybody's matchup, I gotta say, as the action is going back and forth from all angles. And big short arm clothesline there from Rick onto Cartman, tearing him inside out, and stomps to the face as Ricky trying to get some retribution now for the earlier beatdown that he received from Cartman, as well as Homer and Peter also. But as I said, he turned his attention right to Homer, and a big Superman punch takes this Simpson right off of his feet. Following up here now with what we got going on here. That big inverted GTS, knee to the face. Homer looking to get some relief on the outside here, and we're seeing Rick as the lone man standing in the ring. Who would have seen that coming? The smallest man in there. He's just taking it to everybody, showing he has the guts. Now, will he receive the glory? That is the question. But Peter Griffin now taking it to Rick on the outside here as Cartman and Homer to take a nap on their respective sides of the ring. Allowing for action between Griffin and Ricky here as they enter back inside. Looking to finish things off here. So we got Ricky here setting up for a finisher, it looks like. Is this going to get the job done? Cartman now looks like he's getting back to his feet, but taking his time doing so. We got a pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count here as he's able to kick out, and now Rick turning his attention to the very large and crowd pandering Cartman as he's able to escape with a knee to the face, and Homer now back inside also as all 4 competitors back inside the ring. And as I say, I do not know who is going to win this thing. It is still anybody's matchup. A big springboard bulldog from Rick right on a Homer. That can't be pleasant, but Homer able to reverse the kick, and Cartman and Mr. Griffin now going corner to corner as Homer now eating some turnbuckles. Cartman's eating some fists, and now Homer's eating some knees to the gut. We know he's got that damaged gut from the bowling balls, the cannonballs, sorry, when he was with the carnival, and got that weak gut. Maybe that's why he's trimmed down and looking so jacked for this particular matchup. But in any event, Cartman once again taking another nap on the outside. We see Rick getting pumped up. He is ready to look like take control in this thing. A huge short arm clothesline taking Homer off of his feet. 1, 2. Only another 2 count. I have to say, all individuals in this one are showing quite resilience in being able to endure what they have endured, as we see Peter on the end of another inverted GTS as he's sleeping. 2. Oh, another 2 count. But Rick and Peter in the center of the ring now, as Homer and Cartman once again taking naps, and the little man Rick takes the large Peter with another one, knee to the face. 2, 3, it's all over. Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty has won the classic cartoon Hell in a Cell, and claiming victory as the classic cartoon champ. So congratulations to you, Rick, and well, it was a pleasure having you all here. So we will see you all next week. Thanks for watching, and take care, y'all.